So as a follow-up to a video I did on resilience, it's really interesting. I asked a leader that I coached, who's very good, I think, at this, who works in very challenging roles, or has worked in challenging roles. And I said to him, what's the best thing about being resilient? What is the best thing about it? Because I think many people talk about resilience, and there's this concept. It's sort of two things generally. It's ability to bounce back from difficulties. So you get a sort of an upset or some kind of failure or some kind of problem. It's your ability to get off the floor. You've been knocked down. Can you get up successive times? So there's something about bounce back. But I think more importantly for me, there's something more about the ability to operate ongoing under pressure, and still to be able to optimize your performance. And this leader's particularly good at that. So I was asking him, so what do you find as being the biggest benefit? If we're trying to sell to people on this YouTube channel, what's a real win for you? So he thought about it for a while, and basically he said that probably the best thing for him is that when you're resilient, you maintain a high level of control over how you think and behave. And he used the analogy of this idea of reacting versus responding. He said, look, when resilience is not good and it escapes me, and I find the stress or pressure overwhelm me in the past, I'd be in situations and I would just react. There would be an emotional reaction. I would lose the ability to sort of control. So self-control would go out the window, and you default to instinct and sort of personality, and in many situations that leads to outcomes you just aren't serving you well. So he described this idea that by having resilience, despite the pressure, you never really lose it. I mean control, and therefore you're able to maintain sort of situational awareness on what's going on in the situation. You maintain situational awareness of what's going on for yourself and other people, and then you're free then to actually respond and choose the best course of action versus reacting. And I thought about that, and I thought, yeah, actually, isn't that interesting that if you imagine over successive days and months, the leader that can skillfully pause and then respond to stimuli versus the leader that will often react, and how different those leaders would be over time. And also, how much kinder it is on you as a person, because the leader that reacts, often, they'll do things that they then sort of bitterly regret, and they have to live with those actions. And so therefore, you're carrying a lot of baggage of those things you wish you hadn't done. And for some situations, you aren't recoverable. If you have like an outburst with an individual, you may never repair that relationship or that customer or that employee ever again. So reacting and just having that emotional hijack is really quite dangerous. Ability to maintain control, to maintain the sort of emotional control, the ability to step back. You imagine a sort of metaphorical edge. Often we feel like we're almost on some sort of edge of a cliff, and we experience this real fear and this anxiety. Ability to step back from that and calm all those very powerful emotions down, so that you can maintain your presence as a leader, you maintain your control, and therefore your ability to respond. So I thought that was really interesting insight from this particular leader. So again, I'd encourage people listening to think about those things. If you're interested in more information about that, please check out some of my other videos, and please feel free to reach out, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.